What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Trout Wrangler Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Garrity. This is our show's vibe curator, Mr. Maverick. You got anything to say for the fellas, Mav? Good Friday? You having a good Friday so far, sir? Heck yeah. But we got a very fun episode in store today. We have Mr. Vince Stegura from Skinny Water Culture. Super fun. We talk about a lot. Talk about skinny water culture. We talk about fishing, where all he's fished, his hosted trips, and everything, really everything and anything. Talked about a little bit of golf. We did it all. But before we get into the episode, I'd like to thank the companies that make this all possible: Bahio Sunglasses, Afleta Coffee, Free Fly Apparel, Riversmith Outfitters, Yeti Coolers. Christmas is right around the corner. You know what a great gift is? Yeti Cooler, Riversmith River Quiver. Go and get you some. If you want to save 10% on your Riversmith Outdoors order, use code Wrangler10 at checkout. Save you 10% and get you a pretty good gift. We also have Loon Outdoors and Temple Fork Outfitters on as well. So until we talk to Mr. Vince here, we'll be right back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Trout Wrangler Podcast. Like I said in the intro, we do have a interview today from the great state of Florida. Really cool guy, really interesting. If you listen to the Captain's Collective podcast, you've probably heard him a couple times, maybe seen the brand around. But I'll kick it over to you to let you introduce yourself a little bit, Vince.
Okay, my name's Vince Stegura. I'm one of the founders of Skinny Water Culture. I live in Tampa, Florida area, and have been doing skinny water culture for, I think, almost 18 years now. And I do lots of other stuff too.
That's awesome, man. I know we were talking earlier. You said you're a big foosball player, which I told you, like, something you don't hear every day. Big competitive foosball player. So that's really cool.
For sure, it just kind of grabbed me, and just recently, I've paid attention to birds for the past like 2 or 3 years. But there's a documentary that just came out maybe 3 or 4 months ago called Listers, and I think any fisherman could watch that and they would absolutely love it. I mean, it's just really entertaining. But ever since then, I've been nonstop just birding. So. Yeah, kind of swimming hobbies. It's called Listers. Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. It's absolutely. I mean, it's just so well done. It's 2 younger guys, and they did an amazing job on the movie.
I'm about to watch that after this.
I'll send you a link. It's so good. Yeah.
Please do, dude, because I like always kind of like when I'm editing these, I love to have something to watch.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Background, so. That's going to be perfect. But let's get into it real quick, man. Like, when and where did your fishing journey start? And when did you kind of make that transition over to a fly rod, if you have?
Yeah, so I started fishing just as a kid. I grew up in Southeast Florida, very urban area, like around Fort Lauderdale. But we also had Loxahatchee nearby and the Everglades and stuff like that. I had 2 older brothers, and my dad took me, taught me how to fish and whatnot, but more or less he'd end up taking them because I was the runt of the litter a little bit, and I would, so that's where it really caught fire for me, was when I couldn't go, and I, fear of missing out type scenario. So I kind of gravitated towards fishing more than my older brothers did, and I just fished everywhere I could in little ponds and whatever for bass, and then we moved over to the west coast of Florida when I was 10. And when I was in high school, I started fishing a lot more for like snook and stuff like that, on the beaches and whatnot. And then the fly thing for me came probably around 2005 or 6. I was on a fishing forum. This is before social media, really. I was on a fishing forum, and I just enjoyed being part of that fishing forum community and like posting my stuff and kind of getting, tips and pointers and stuff. And a couple of the guys, I remember one of the guys on there, actually, I went to his house to go fish with him and he just got a fly rod and I watched him cast it in his front yard and I was just blown away. I'm like, I was so confused. I didn't understand what was going on. And pretty shortly after that, I just kind of started figuring it out.
Dude, I think that's kind of like one of those things for a lot of people where it's like either like a friend or like you get into fishing like conventional and then you're like, huh, I wonder what this thing is. Like that's how it was for me, where it was like I got into conventional fishing, fish tournaments and all that stuff, and it's like when I was fishing tournaments, it's like I get kind of like going crazy, and I'll be like, I have to fish tournament, I have to fish tournament, I have to fish tournament.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I need something like still fishing wise that can like kind of just take me away from all that, because it's like that can spin you completely out when you start fishing tournaments.
Oh yeah, the competitive side for sure.
And I kind of like was starting to get to that point, and I was in high school, and I was like, huh. I was like, what's this thing? I looked at my buddy who got me into fishing, and he was like, that's a fly rod. I think I had my very first tax return check, and I was like, I'm buying that thing right now. I spent my entire tax return check on it.
Heck yeah.
When we started, and that's kind of how I got into it. But so you said you're from South Florida, around the Lauderdale area?
Yeah, originally, and then I grew up from 10 years old on over in Clearwater, which is by Tampa, so Largo, Clearwater.
My girlfriend's sister is from Boca. They live in Boca. And
I'm from Pompano, so.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
There's so much cool fishing in that area, man.
Yeah, for sure. Funny story, I moved back down there when I was like 25 or so, and I worked at a golf course in Coconut Creek, and Andy Mill was a member there. I'm sure you know who he is, Tarpon guy. So he was one of the members there, and all I did, I mean, I had so many fishing opportunities, but I played so much golf back then because that's what I was trying to do. I just lived on the golf course and bass fished every day. So when he was actually filming Chasing Silver, I wasn't into fly fishing yet or whatever. And he would tell me about it while I was caddying for him or whatever. And I would just block it all out. I'd be like, dude, there's bass on 6 right now. We could go there right now and get them. I use a little ugly stick. And I told him that story probably 10 years ago. And he didn't really remember me or anything. But he's like, and now you're ate up with tarpon? And I was like, yeah. I'm really not, but yeah.
Dude, that's actually what I do too. I don't caddy, but I do work on a golf course.
Oh, cool, man. Heck yeah. The best. We're in nature, still. And
it's so much fun. And it's cool because it's like you get to play a lot of good fun.
Yeah. That's why I was doing it. I was just playing golf every day.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I am. It's like I try and play like twice a week. And it's like I got to start trying to play more because my little brother's getting married. And his fiance's family are members at Quail Hollow here in Charlotte.
Oh, cool. Yep.
And we're going to be playing, I think, the day of his rehearsal dinner. And
get your butt kicked.
I couldn't hit a fairway to save my life this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, got to hit the range.
Yeah, when I married my wife, I told her, I said, listen, I golf every single day. That's never going to change. And we were talking about it literally 2 days ago. She's like, you golfed for maybe 6 more months and then started fishing. And I was fishing before, but like just bass. But I started saltwater fishing more, and I really haven't played golf since. Just Top Golf, like in Orlando for ICAST.
Yeah, dude, that's always fun too. Top Golf, it's like
yeah. I can still hit the ball pretty good.
Yeah, if I could control my driver like I do, like it used to be completely different. Like if I used to be able to drive the ball straight and I'd duff every single iron shot that I took.
Yeah.
It's like I actually kind of figured out how to hit my irons, and it's like my drive's all over the place. It's like, you know what? Yeah. It's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, with that game especially, man. It's that's the toughest game, I think.
I agree, dude. It's funny where it's like I keep like a 4 weight, a 7.64 weight in my bag, just for like if I go to a course where I really can't be golfing, and it's like that pond looks pretty good. I pulled up the one, And a guy looked at me. He's like, "That's a funny looking 5-iron." I was like, "Yeah, like don't tell anybody. I'm gonna be fishing
Yeah,
the pond out here if I hit one anywhere close to the water, which is very highly likely."
for sure.
But
Yeah, man. So I just do a lot of things, I guess now. But yeah, the fly fishing thing is I'm not super technical with it. I don't tie flies or anything. Just because when I started, like I already had a family going, and I just really never had time. And I'm not like I can't paint. There's some things I just can't do. It's just not in my skill set. So, and it could be down the road, but I prefer fly fishing to anything, but I'm almost regressing now. I just bought a bay boat and I'm going to go start bait fishing with my kids and stuff like that. So
see, that's always fun for like kids and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what?
fun
Like,
for me too. Fish.
yeah, it's fun for everybody. And it's one of those things. It's like, it'd be cool to have like a flats boat, and it's like eventually I'm gonna have one. But
Yeah.
like, you really can't load up a bunch of people and put them on
No, for sure.
flats boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like if you have a family, it's kind of tough if you want to
Yeah.
sit 4 or 5 people on it.
Yep. That's why I got a bay boat. That's exactly what happened. So.
But living in Florida, dude, like I live down out in Ocala. I worked for the villages
Yep.
for 2 years. And
Sweet.
I got to fish like a few different fisheries that it's just like it's all cool because it's like there's so much down there, and you can catch like a bass on one cast and catch like a snook.
Yeah.
So, other than the fishery in your backyard, what has been the favorite one that you have fished in Florida?
That's actually a really, really tough question for me, just because, like, on the Gulf side, every 20 miles is different. Like, it may look similar, but it's a different fishery almost altogether. So, just an hour north of me, it's completely different. Excuse me. Jacksonville is low country. That's probably like I really love that fishery over there. It's super fun. Mosquito Lagoon's amazing. You got the Keys. You got Southwest Florida. You got like I only ever fish with my good buddy Dan when I go down there. So I've only fished it probably 4 or 5 times in my life, but we fished hard and out of a plastic canoe, like the Everglades area, 10,000 Islands area, and just around Everglades City. I mean, that it's really tough to learn, but that's when I have the most fun fishing with my buddy Dan.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool down there too. Like once you get past like Homestead, and it's
Yeah.
like you're kind of between the Keys and Miami, dude. Like down there, it's a completely different universe. Like
It is. It
it
is.
is insane how you can go down there, and you're like, all right, like I got my 8 weight. And it's like, dude, you go another 20 minutes, you're probably gonna need a 10 weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the lightest. But
I mean, that's the easy answer is the Keys, because it's so diverse and so many cool species. But really, like, even the places that are restricted to kind of redfish being the highlight. I mean, the scenery is beautiful. The fish act right, and you know what I mean. Like, so Florida's a really tough one to have a favorite.
dude,
Yeah. But I really do love those flood tides and the low tides in Jacksonville. That's pretty fun.
There's a good community of dudes up there in Jacksonville too.
Well, for sure. Yeah.
Like
Some of the best people. Yeah. And I would say, like, going across that latitude line from Jacksonville, across the top of the Gulf, all the way to Louisiana or whatever, all the people seem to be like, I don't know what it is about that latitude line, but they're all cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just really good people.
Dude, it's I haven't been out to Louisiana yet, but like I have a few buddies that went a few weeks back, and dude, they were dang catching massive.
Were they with me?
They
I just got back.
Javi.
He was there right after me. Gotcha, Javi and them. Gotcha.
Yeah, Javi and them, and Marshbum and Tavares and all them.
Yeah.
Dude,
they're great dudes.
They are great dudes. Every single one of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Javi's an awesome guy. Like I talk to him almost every day.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, he's a really good dude. Yeah, we were there pretty much about the same time. We stayed out at the Pelican, and I brought two different groups. So Sunday to Wednesday, and then Thursday to Sunday. And both groups, we just absolutely wrecked them the whole time. It was, I was tired after the two. So by the third day, I didn't care if I caught another fish. Like it was bananas.
Dude, forearms cramping up and stuff. Dude, I bet. The one that they caught, I looked at them, I was like, oh my God.
I caught two that were 43 or bigger. Like at least two that we measured that were 43 or bigger. It's huge. They're huge.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And it's like you see, it's crazy to look at those drum that like roam around in Louisiana, and then the ones you see on over like here.
Yeah.
And like Charleston and stuff, just like it's like a Camry to a Ferrari, you know.
Totally. I just went here, and I don't even fish here a whole lot anymore because I do family stuff and birding and foosball and stuff. But I went last week with my buddy, and I caught the first fish I cast at, which is in Tampa Bay is really tough. But I was just so used to red fishing, and it was tailing and everything, and I hooked it, and he's like, "Dang, dude, that's a big fish!" And in my head, I was just like, I don't think so. It was probably like 27, but it was like scrawny. It was like 4 pounds, and it just didn't seem, maybe 5 or 6, but like it just didn't seem like a good redfish to me. And he was stoked. He's like, man, that's a good fish. I was like, yeah, maybe it is. I don't remember.
It's like you put those Louisiana reds. I almost said Louisiana. Those Louisiana reds up against them. It's like those Louisiana reds are just built different.
They are. Yeah, they're all fat too.
Oh yeah. Been eating up on gumbo and all that.
Well, yeah, they also like if you hook one of those bigger ones, a lot of the times they'll have 3 fish with it trying to get the fly out of its mouth. Like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, but it's like we were just briefly talking about it there a little bit ago. It's like I see you run hosted trips, don't you?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Where do those take place, and then like what fish do you guys usually target when you're going on those?
So right now, ever since COVID kind of whacked it out for me a little bit, like the travel and stuff like that. Yeah. But before COVID, I really only did one, and that was Oman. And I've ended up going to Oman twice, and that's like south of Saudi Arabia and north of Yemen. Oh, wow. And it's a big GT fishery, but catching them, even targeting them on fly is not that practical. So we were targeting Indo-Pacific permit, 2 different species of them. They look very similar. And then like all these cool like parrotfish and these broomtail wrasse are super colorful. But that's a really long flight, and it's just it takes a lot to get there and get back. So now I do Mexico. So we do Espiritu Santo Bay for permit is the main target, but it's permit bones and snook and Cubera snapper even, and then I do the Pelican out in Mississippi or Louisiana Marsh, and that's Chandelier Islands, and that's all redfish, and that one is, it's you don't have to go far to get there, and there's no red fishery in the world like that. That is, I mean, it's one of a kind. So right now I just do those 2, but I don't know, I'll add something to it. There's, I really want to get to Anagua one day in the Bahamas. So
the Bahamas is crazy. That's like such a cool little island. Like,
yeah,
I had one of my roommates in college. His parents have a place out in Eleuthera.
Oh, cool! I want to go there.
We went there for spring break our senior year. Stayed down there for a week, and it's like the fishing there is insane because you can get up on like a little rock. I didn't want to bring a fly rod with me that time, but it's like you get up on like a little cliff kind of thing. You can see mackerel and fish like
bonefish, permit.
Crazy.
Yeah, when we started SWC, I was pretty much broke. I was a golf guy, and it was like, and I had a new family, and I just was really broken. When the iPhone first came out with the group chat thing, I got put in a group with some friends, and they just surprised me one day. They said, "We're going to the Bahamas, and you're going." and they paid for me to go or whatever. And that really was like, yeah, that was like, honestly, that was the coolest thing probably anyone's ever done for me, because it opened my eyes to, I mean, I was pretty much limited to my own county before that. And now I travel all over the place, at least, working and whatnot, driving across Florida and the Southeast and whatnot. But yeah, that was one of the coolest things ever that my friends did for me. And it just it ruined me almost, I would say.
That's awesome, dude. That's some good friends right there, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm still buddies, best friends with all of them. Yeah.
What's it called? Dude, Kalik down there, that beer they have in the Bahamas is probably one of the best beers I've ever tried.
It tastes different there than here, though.
Oh yeah, way different. Way different. But it's like between that and like Balashi and Aruba, I was like, I can't tell which one's better. Is the
I've not been there or seen Balashi.
Oh, dude,
now I gotta go.
Aruba's cool. Aruba's cool. We did that last winter, and that
cool.
fishery is tough as nails.
I really love big bonefish, man, and I don't have them here in Tampa, so I don't get to fish for them often. And like in Mexico, there's some 6, 7, 8 pounders, but Bahamas, man, some of those look like sharks. They're giants.
It's nuts. It's insane. Some of the pictures I've seen on like people posting, I'm like, dude, that thing looks like a freaking shark.
Yeah, they look. I've not cast at some before because I'm like, oh, that's a shark, and then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh. And then it's too late.
Yeah, but is there like a destination that you want to host a trip to that you haven't yet been to? If so, I think we were just talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, immediately I would say like, I really want to get to Anagua just because it's somewhat unexplored or whatever. Just really back to the Bahamas. Other than that, I don't have anything that stands out. I do want to do everything. I want to go to Alaska. I want to go fish Michigan. I was some of those guys were on my Chandelier trip, and I mean, it seems so awesome. And growing up in Florida, we never think about going to Michigan because they all come here, so we think it's way better here. But I remember probably about 10 years ago, I saw a flip pallet throwing crawfish flies at fish somewhere up there. I think it's the Upper Peninsula for big carp. And they were tailing and stuff. And I was like, whoa. I was like, that's Michigan? I was like, I need to get up there. So yeah, I don't know. I would say probably, Michigan and then back to the Bahamas would be awesome.
Yeah, dude, Michigan is cool, I've heard. I had a really good family friend that's from Michigan. I never thought about going up there. I'm like,
right. Yeah.
And they all come down here during the winter. They're like snowbirds.
Yeah, well, I mean, so I play foosball and a lot of snowbirds play, and they come from like Michigan, Minnesota, and whatnot, and all of them, they're all kind of older, but they're like, yeah, I live on 300 acres and I shoot deer in my backyard. And I'm like, really? And that kind of opened my eyes to it's not just the urban parts of Michigan. It's a big, nature haven.
Dude, that's like one of the things, like, I got to travel 45 minutes to go and deer hunt where I live. Like, I have like a little piece that I hunt down in Union County. It's 45 minutes away, but it's like nice because my buddy's dad lets me hunt it, so I still hunt it. But it's like the things I would do just to walk out my back door.
Right.
Be like,
yeah.
It stands right there.
Yeah.
Up, shoot a deer, drag it back to the house. Just so convenient.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Ooh, Puerto Rico too. We want to get to Puerto Rico as well.
Oh yeah, dude.
Puerto Rico fishing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. We almost did that last year. We almost went to I forget where in Puerto Rico we were gonna go, but we ended up going.
My buddy Tommy and Fernando both guide there, and if you want to go there, let me know. I'll get you in touch with them because they're dialed for sure.
Okay.
But they're tarpon fishery. They keep sending videos, and I'm just like, I'm not the biggest tarpon guy, because my friends are really ate up with it, and I'm just not that way. I have fun no matter what happens out there, pretty much. But down there, they have a lot of tarpon, so it just seems like it'd be awesome.
I feel like that's kind of like a trend in Florida. It's like you're either a tarpon guy or you're not.
Yeah, it seems like most people are tarpon guys once you do it. But I mean, I just never like. I will say I am when I actually am out there and fish come, but we have kind of it's overcrowded here. So you'll be waiting for 4 hours for a string of fish to come through. They'll be coming through, and then a jet ski will just cut you off or something. Something you can't control, and that I always have fun in the water, but when that kind of stuff happens, it just sucks. So that's why I don't fish my home waters a whole lot. It's just because it's kind of overcrowded. But it's really good fishery here.
Oh yeah.
So,
dude, I used to go and fish the Mosquito Lagoon a lot. I didn't have
yeah,
a boat, but it's like there's that one part that you can fish on foot.
sure.
But when I was down there, I was very much so a tarpon guy. I was out, dude. I caught one tarpon one day, and I was like, I might be here every weekend. Like I might as well move to Titusville.
Yeah. Those lagoon fish are cool too, man.
Yeah, they are. They're a little like ditch tarpon, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it's like we don't have anything like that here, where it's like
Right.
where you go out there, you can go and catch a tarpon, but you can also like
see a tailing red, black drum, freaking cobia will swim by.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so nuts. And then it's like you meet some characters out there. I'll be honest, you meet some characters out there on that little piece.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
definitely. I remember one day there was a guy. He came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I was walking out. I think from one of the roads where one of the main spots I used to fish." And he's like, "Hey, man, I'm living out of my car." He's like, "You got any water, food?" I was like, "I mean, I got like this old water bottle back here that's probably half filled up with dip spit, and like a half drank Gatorade back there." He's like, "I'll take the Gatorade." That thing been back there for like 5 years.
Yeah, it was thirsty.
Yeah, I was like, damn, man. But that like there were like it's cool. Bob Clouser lives out there, and I had a friend that used to fish out there, and he was kind of good buddies with Bob Clouser. So sometimes he'd just show up and fish with one of my buddies, and I was like,
How cool was that? Yeah, that's as cool as it gets.
Yeah, but what's one piece of gear you don't leave the house without on any given trip?
I mean, this has evolved over the years, but right now it's binoculars. Like, just because the birding opportunities in between fishing and stuff like that, like even just at the ramp or whatever. I mean, that's the one piece that I just never go without. And then I'm definitely not your average fly fisherman in that I'm not a gear guy too much either. I'm not a fly tying guy. I'm not a gear guy. I have a rod. I have a few rods, but I do have an 8-weight that that's my baby. And my buddy Brian Gill gave it to me, and it's a Loop Cross SX. It's called like a Flatsman. I don't think I've ever seen it before. He gave it to me, and I've caught so many good fish on that rod that, that's just my baby. So I would say in a fishing context, that 8-weight, and then in all contexts, I don't even go to my mailbox without binoculars at this point. So
that's pretty cool though.
It's bad. It's really bad. My wife, we're 20 years in, and she's just seeing a new side of me emerge.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. That like you do have a hobby like that, where it's like any given day. That's probably a good trivia hobby where they like show you a bird on like screen. They're like, "What bird is this?" Oh,
it's a flex. Yeah, it's a flex being able to name every bird you hear.
Dude, have you seen that video of that little kid? I think it's like a little kid, and they're like, he's probably the most accurate bird noise. Like,
yeah, I have seen it. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. Yeah. And that's the other thing about birding that I'm learning is like I was out yesterday getting a rare bird because it was like you get alerted to it. Hey, there's this. It shouldn't be here. Come get it. And there was a kid. He was probably 22 there, and there was people that were, much, much older and whatever. And his wealth of knowledge was insane. Like he knew everything. And he was just such a chill, there by himself, not with friends or anything. I thought really cool, man.
That's awesome though, dude. Like, yeah, just something like that's really cool to see. That video of that kid. It's like, how many people do you know that can replicate a bird noise that I don't know anybody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But do you guys have like any more trips or events planned, or tournaments or events planned for this year? And
Well, the year's almost over, but that's really funny you ask, because actually this evening at 6 p.m. I have to go register people. We have the Tampa Bay Debris Derby that we do with Power Pole and Tampa Bay Estuary Program and Tampa Bay Waterkeeper, and it's basically a trash collection tournament. So it's not really fishing, but it's a bunch of fishermen, and we get a good raffle for it. So I have that, and then next week, the Tampa Bay Debris Derby is usually earlier in the year, but this year it was pushed back. And then next week we have our annual Christmas party. So it's our 18th annual SWC Christmas party, and that's like our biggest event of the year, other than like ICAST.
that's fun.
And it's absolutely amazing. We just we get we do like we do a toy drive for the Egypt Shriners, and then we do a pet supply drive for Suncoast Animal League, and then Tampa Bay Waterkeeper is going to be out there, and it's just like it's really cool because we've done it so long, and people kind of there's plenty of people that have gone to every one of them that show up, and they also start out their evening by giving.
Yeah.
So because they're unselfishly giving, they're in like everyone's in just such a good mood. Nobody's in a bad mood ever at that party, and it's just the vibes are really good.
That's awesome. I saw the Tampa Bay Riverkeeper post about your tournament tonight.
Oh, cool! Right
Yeah,
on.
I saw that. I completely forgot you said in the text too that you were registering
Yeah.
people tonight. But
So for the rest of this year, that's what I got. And then the beginning of the year, we got the Red Fly, which is a redfish tournament in January, hosted by one of my friends. And then Tampa Bay Waterkeeper has the Waterman tournament in February. And that's as far as I can think ahead.
are they doing the Poon Fecta again next year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they did. They've kept it going. I haven't done it personally since COVID started. Just everything got weird and whatever, so I just wasn't doing it. But he's kept it going.
That's pretty cool,
Yeah, so that's when I said fish in the Everglades in a plastic canoe with my buddy Dan. We won the Poon Fecta a couple times.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's I mean that was such a fun tournament, man, for sure. But kind of life gets in the way. I have 3 kids now. Whatever.
That's gonna happen to me at some point. Life's just gonna get in the way, and it's just gonna.
And it's scary, but it'll be the best thing ever, dude. It really is.
Shoot, JL Marine's like right there in your backyard too. The power pole
Oh,
company.
yeah. So they host the Tampa Bay Debris Derby with us, and we were just there yesterday.
Cool. Yeah,
Yep,
dude, I
for
remember when I bass fished a lot. I remember being on. I think it was like their little pro staff thing, and
Yeah,
they'd send like the big package of stuff. It's pretty cool.
they're just a really, really standout company, man. They're unbelievable.
Their customer
Yeah.
service is like
Yeah.
second to none. Like,
Yeah.
just a really
I
good
think-
company.
I'm pretty sure every employee starts at the very beginning, or like at the very bottom, and works there. Nobody works there that just gets a job.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
Easily. Like I think the fishing industry needs more companies like that.
They do, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's
for
a
sure.
completely different story for another day.
Yeah, the industry is crazy because you're talking about manufacturing, and manufacturing is just really, really tough. It's hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of components. So
But let's transition a little bit over to SWC.
okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about how SWC started and like why it got started?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much I was working a corporate job for Pods, and I was there for about 8 years at the time, and I was just drowning in debt. We had a new family. We bought a house we couldn't really afford, but it wasn't big or anything. It was just like we were coming out from nothing, and I wasn't really gaining any ground, and it wasn't really fulfilling to me. And then I was on the fishing forums a lot while I was there because I'd get my job done in like 2 hours, and I just talk fishing on those forums. And just one day, I remember not taking a family vacation. It was only me and my wife at the time, but for like 3 years in a row, by the time I took my PTO time, I didn't have money or really the means to do anything. And I was just like, we got to find another way. There's got to be another way. And I've always kind of been into clothes. Like I always drew logos and stuff. I don't do any of our art, but in school I would always draw logos and stuff on my folders and books and stuff. And my wife went to a flea market and she actually bought a bamboo shirt. And this is like, before anyone had done that, it was really neat. And I was like, that could be like a performance fishing shirt. We never ended up going that route, and Free Fly did and absolutely crushed it with it. And they did really well. But that kind of sparked it. I was like, we could do a fishing company, because all my friends grew up skating and surfing and stuff like that. But they all fish too, but none of them wore any fishing clothes at all, because there was like Guy Harvey and I guess Salt Life came out, a little before us and stuff like that. And it's just like, it wasn't really appealing to the surfer skater guy. And our vision was to create more of an action sports brand for fishermen,
That's cool.
I mean, I saw some early AEG media videos, and they were kind of done the way skaters did their videos. And I was like, those guys. And it turns out one of them lives here, and Brian Gill, and I ended up knowing him or getting to meet him and stuff. And I would say they inspired me too, because just the way they documented their journey, it was way more like the skate films and stuff I was used to than like Old Man by the River, like, whatever. Yeah. So it was, I guess that's really what started it, was a need to get out of the corporate world, and then a need to fill the void in the fishing clothing. And now there's a bunch of great companies out there too. So,
yeah. Dude, that's cool that you say that though. Like the old skating films, dude. Like,
yeah. Oh, they were the best. I mean, that was the best.
Awesome. I wish people made more like fly fishing videos like that. Like, I remember I had an old DC shoes documentary on DVD, and I used to watch it all the time. Like the transitions and stuff were all so cool with like the film roll kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude, like I was looking back on something like that. I was like, it'd be cool if like fly fishing guys did that.
Yeah, and they kind of did, like, Dave Tepper with World Angling when he started that, and then Brian Gill with AEG Media. Like, they were doing that before anyone really, and it was neat to watch. And that, it really did inspire me. I'm like, we could give the clothes to these guys, and they, people, these are going to be like cult classics. And, if they're wearing our stuff in it, then, and that kind of happened. That also, kind of happened. So that paid off. But I would say, like, most of the fishing films now, the reels and stuff like that, I'm almost completely numb to it, because there's just so many of them, and they're all done well, and they're all very cinematic. So I'd almost like to see a step back to the kind of unedited, real life, almost like not great film quality. Like, I think that, I don't know why, but I think that would be more appealing right now in this day and age,
Don't tempt me with a good time. You might get
yeah, get a film camera and make a freaking fishing video. That'd be,
That'd be awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
Huh,
yeah.
I might have to get into that.
We just have so many good ideas, but I was locked at pods. I could never do any of them. So I don't have those ideas anymore. It's been a long time.
So, like, how many local tackle shops and stuff are y'all in right now?
I was
like, expanding to other states too.
Yeah. So we're doing a lot more in Texas and on the northern Gulf Coast now. We were cracking into Charleston and the Low Country over there, and we're even in a couple shops in North Carolina. But I lost my rep there about a year ago. He ended up going to Turtle Box, and like I haven't had a rep up there. So right now up there, it's like when you see our spring 26 collection come out, like I literally developed that to be strong in that region. In like the Low Country, all the way up to almost Virginia, and that's what the clothes kind of look like, and they're really good. But we're not currently crushing it up there. But I don't know how many shops we're in. I don't know, maybe 100. Yeah, and we're not also. When it comes to fly fishing, there's very few shops that do well with clothes. They want to focus on the fly tying materials and, the technical side of stuff mostly. So we're in some surf shops, we're in some resort wear shops, and just that's kind of how how it's become. And then back to how when we started, like the reason we started. Now it's commonplace. Like I think fishing is probably the cool guy clothes in high school. If that's like, you know what I mean? And that was definitely not the case when I was in high school. It was like you wore surf stuff or skate stuff or whatever. But now it's kind of like you have to have some kind of fishing background if you live near the coast for people to kind of, I don't know, respect you or whatever.
Dude, it was like funny that you say that again. Like in high school, like all the kids that were cool, all
Yeah.
wore like Guy Harvey shit, and none
Yeah.
of them had ever touched a fishing rod.
Right. Yeah. Because
like,
I know that generation. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, I was like wearing it, but I was like actually actively fishing like every single
Right.
day after school.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like me and my little clique of people would go and bounce
Well,
around.
right now in the mall, I have kids, so I have to go to the mall sometimes. But like now in the mall, in like the urban stores and stuff, everything's like dead camo, like deadwood camo, and like everything. So
it's insane, dude. Like,
yeah,
I saw a dude in the gas station the other day, and full camo, like matching and everything. I looked at him, like dead serious. I was like, "Hey man, like, did you just get out of the deer stand? How'd you do?" And he was like, "Nah, I wasn't hunting."
yeah, exactly,
Oh,
exactly. That's how it is. But I don't know. I love camo. I don't hunt either. My dad didn't teach me that, and I have a million friends that hunt. But that's the thing about hunting. They don't. Your friends aren't. I mean, I kind of am getting it now because I've guilted them for so long. But they don't. It's not something that your friends are just like, "Come on, I'm going to teach you hunting." They don't do that. They're busy hunting themselves.
yeah. So I was kind of fortunate. Like my buddy was like, "Here, come on, like come with me."
That's super. You were fortunate because I have trophy hunting friends. Like I have friends that are very respected, and they don't. Now they are. I'm going to go. I've been duck hunting a couple times. I'm going to go some this year. So, but oh yeah, that is super fun, man.
Oh yeah.
There's no conflict now because I love ducks, but I still shooting them is fun.
Oh yeah.
And they don't. Hunters really have almost no impact on duck populations.
Oh, exactly, dude. There's so many of them. It's insane.
Yeah, yeah,
It's dude. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, dude. Like you used to duck hunt in Florida." I was like, "Yeah, like Florida is a very slept-on duck hunting state. Like
oh, for sure.
You'd be surprised at how many species you can go and see.
It's just better other places, though. But yeah, you're right for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
But what do you have planned for skinny water culture in the future?
So COVID was like a really weird time, like I said, in manufacturing and stuff like that. And now tariffs are kind of weird. So I've been developing just a lot of stuff in the background, and it's all probably in 2026. You're going to start seeing it come to light. Just a lot more product, like more styles of pants, more styles of shirts, more silhouettes and stuff like that. Because there's just so much I haven't been able to do, and also we've been in the business for 18 years, but 11 of those years was just me trying to grind it out, figure it out on my own, and now we have some help. We have a parent company, so it's like it's hard to make sure that we're important to them because they have the stuff that makes the company their money that they have to focus on. So it's like sometimes I'll just go to my headquarters and I'll have like 3 new pieces, and they're like, where'd these come from? I'm like, I've been developing them, So, but yeah, we have some really cool stuff. I'll kind of keep it a surprise just because I think everyone's going to be really impressed with how well it's going to look starting in 2026. I mean, we already have the Oysterman shirt, which is those are our number one product, and that is a phenomenal shirt. But I just we can't only lean on that, so I definitely have other stuff in the wraps.
That's awesome, man. But my last question is always this. So I have a running playlist of songs that all my guests contribute 5 to.
Okay.
So what are your 5 songs that you want on the playlist?
Man, that's so hard for me.
It's hard for me too. Let me see.
I
I don't
just
even know if I did my.
I get all over the place with music. I've been listening to a lot of music I slept on as a kid, lately. But Luke Bell just he died a few years ago, but they put out a new album and it's got like 25 songs on it. I could probably easily give you two of those. Rounder is one of them. Luke Bell Rounder. Let's see, man. I probably got to pull up my phone to get this going. Hold on.
I might not even have 5 that I did. Let me see. I may have. Oh. I'm a big Billy Strings guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to my girlfriend a little bit ago. He's coming to Greensboro, and I was sitting there looking at tickets, and my girlfriend can't stand that bluegrass. And
Oh, really?
I kind of want to go see Billy Strings in Greensboro, and she was like, "Ew." I was like, "Oh, come on, just give me."
All right, so I'm gonna give you Luke Bell Rounder. Luke Bell sometimes. Two Luke Bells just because I really like him a lot. A band called Cactus Thief. Feeling Home is the name of the song. They're really good.
What was that last song you put?
Cactus Thief.
Cactus
Thief, and the song is Feeling Home.
Got it.
Let's see. Hold on. Gotta find it. Mike and the Moon Pies. Let's see. Mike and the Moon Pies. Beaches of Biloxi. This is a really good song.
Beaches of Biloxi.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe you brought me here. Let's see. I mean, Allman Brothers, Statesboro Blues.
Love that song.
Can't beat it. Any Allman Brothers song.
Oh yeah. Who sang the
and go ahead.
Who sang the Beaches of Biloxi one?
Mike and the Moon Pies. They changed their name to Silverado, so it might be under.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and then George Strait, 3 Drinks Behind.
Gotcha. Putting Statesboro Blues on now.
Yeah.
And then 3 Drinks Behind. I'm just gonna bring up some that I've been on.
Yeah.
That I've been listening to. I got so much in my.
Well, me too. It's ridiculous.
It's so nuts.
And it spans over so many genres and stuff too for me.
Same here. Like, so my first one, New River Train by Doc Watson.
Okay.
And then He's Gone, live in Veneta by the Grateful Dead.
Perfect.
Rock Lobster.
Is that a band?
No, it's a song by the B-52s.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
And then
they're pretty
Humphreys
good.
McGee. I listen to a lot of Humphreys McGee.
They're good.
And then Eric Church. Listen to a ton of Eric Church.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's really what I got on here. I thought I was listening to more. See, I listen to more of my music on this app called Nugs now. It's like a live music app where you can re-listen to live shows like a bunch.
Other than that, I've been listening to a bunch of Whiskey Myers. I love them, man. They're so good. Treaty Oak is really good.
Yeah, Treaty Oak.
I was on Mike and the Moon Pies for like 3 years straight, and they're called Silverado now, but they're from Texas. They're just a phenomenal band. Yeah. They sing a lot of like broken heart, like bar songs, and I love that.
I do too, dude. Like I think for like the last 5 years, like I'm a pretty happy dude. But it's like Broken Window Serenade makes its way into my Spotify Wrapped every year.
You already listened to Luke Bell, or no?
I haven't yet.
So listen to his first album. He's only got two, and he's dead now, and it's tragedy. He kind of think he dealt with kind of bipolarism or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He just died a couple years ago. He just kind of disappeared. But I really loved that song. Sometimes that I sang it just like if you really listen to it, you can tell that he was dealing with something.
Yeah.
But then I watched like driving home from somewhere sometime. I watched about 3 hours worth of like people talking about him and whatever. And he was just, I mean, an absolute legend. He was just so good, man. Always had a big smile on his face. He's got a huge voice. But deep down inside, he was hurting,
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah. Do you ever listen to Colby Acuff?
I think so. Yeah, I think I have him in my. I can't think of a song right now.
Dying Breed's a good one. He talks about fly fishing in that one. He used to be a fly fishing guide in, I think, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But one of my favorite concerts that I had ever been to was Whiskey Myers and Eric Church.
Oh yeah.
And dude, it was such a good concert. Whiskey Myers is awesome.
I mean, they're just that guy's voice too, man, and just they're so good.
I saw them.
Go ahead.
When I saw them live, they had. I think the lead singer was all strung out when.
Oh.
And it was still fantastic, great show. But I was like, damn.
Yeah, look, I do have Colby Acuff on my. I haven't dove in yet, but.
Dude, yeah, he's pretty good.
That's what I do. When he tells me, I just download an album from whoever that is, and I was like, I'll listen to it down the road. Have you heard Leon Meissen?
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably have with those guys. Yeah, so that he, not anymore, but my wife's best friend, we're going there later for a haircut. She does hair. Her daughter was dating him through high school and whatnot, so we knew him before he did anything at all. And now he's blowing up. He's on the road. And, he's super talented. He sings really well. He's got his own style. So he's another one that everyone should listen to.
I think he's playing at Marsh Fest this year.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
I think.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's going to be like a 3-day event, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be down there for...
I think it's usually only 1 day. I'm pretty sure I've only gone there for the 1 day, so 3 days is a lot.
Yeah, dude. They have a whole competition trap shoot and
Yeah.
speed shoot that they're doing this year. And then
I'll meet you there.
Dude, I'll be there.
Yes.
Me, my girlfriend and I are bringing the dog down, I think. And I'm setting up like a little booth. So we'll see.
I just got this dog last week.
Oh, sweet. Is that a Boston Terrier?
No, he's a Frenchie.
I had a Boston Terrier back there.
We had a Boston Terrier.
Oh, cool. Matt, hey, come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Hold on.
Oh, you got a Boston?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Maverick,
Look at that dog. Look at that dog.
Hey, look. Come here. I call him the show's vibe curator because he's back.
Yeah, we had my dog Chompers for 12, 13 years. He died a few years ago. It was heartbreaking when he died.
I love our Boston Terrier, dude.
His
parents have a brown one, and then we have him. And he's the best. Just calm, gentle.
Yeah, that's all. Yep. Yeah, mine was just glued to me, and there was two flaws. He was glued to me, like I couldn't do anything. Like if I sat on the couch, he jumped in my lap no matter what. And then if anybody walked out the door, he got out. So he got out every day, like snuck, ran away every day of his whole life. It just never didn't happen. He just run down the street, you chase him, you got to get him, and Chompers, he was amazing.
Yeah, he's glued to my side 99% of the time. And if it's not me, it's my dad.
Yeah, it's like your son.
When we go and visit my dad, it's like he's not glued to my hip anymore. He'll go and sit right next to my dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's all I got for you today, man.
Cool,
thank you
very much
for coming on. Do you have any last thanks and plugs you want to give?
No, but go to skinnywaterculture.com, check it out. Come to the Christmas party if you live by me, and just thank you very much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Dude, no problem. Thank you again for coming on.
Yep, anytime, dude.
I'm going to click stop here, and we're going to have to get some tracks to upload.
Okay.
Dude, you said you don't have a That was our interview with Mr. Vince Stegura. What an awesome episode, guys. Super super cool. Uh, we had that was just a great conversation. Vince, really cool dude. If you want to check out any of the skinny water culture stuff, go. I'll link the website in the description. I'll link all the social media links in the description. And big thanks to him for coming on. That was a very fun episode. Talked about a lot of different topics, and that's about it, guys. Once again, leave a leave a. Sorry about that. I didn't even know I had that little ADD moment there. But if you want to leave a review for the podcast on Apple, subscribe on YouTube, leave a review on the Spotify. Go ahead and do it if you please, and I thank you if you do. Um, does a lot for me to see if people are liking it, hating it, telling me to fucking quit. And if you want me to quit, um, sure. All right. No, I'm kidding. I'm not quitting. That's fine. That's your opinion if you want me to fucking quit. So either or. But leave a review, if you please. Big thanks to Vince for coming on, and until Tuesday, we'll see you guys later.